Thank you very much for joining us here on Spotlight New Jersey. I'm Della Cruz. One church in Ocean County cares enough to give and go. We're talking about members of Calvary Lighthouse in Lakewood. From July the 28th to August the 6th, 82 people are traveling to the Dominican Republic to help build a new preschool. It will be a complement to their La Vega Christian School for grades K through 12. Pastor Wes Lindquist is the senior pastor. Pastor Lance Stoddard is the executive pastor. Kirby O'Malley is president of Garden State Precast. And gentlemen, it's good to have all of you with me. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Let's talk about all these 82 people who are traveling to the Dominican Republic and the Martinezes.
Yes, well, we'll be going down to the Martinez. It's a family from New Jersey as well. They've been down there since about 1992. And we'll be going with 82 of our congregants. It's a family missions trip. It's kind of crazy. I've never heard of a church taking that many people on one trip. We're taking people from, I think, 7 years old all the way in their 70s.
Wow.
So we're looking forward to a marvelous time.
Why is that important to do that and have everybody involved like that of so many ages and in the family?
I think the diversity that it brings, it represents the church. You know, our church is a church family, and so when you just have small teams that only represent one segment of it, it's not a real expression of who Calvary Lighthouse is and what we want to be as a congregation. So this is a great way to engage the breadth and depth of the congregation, get families. We are a family-oriented congregation. It's a great way to get families involved. I think it's exciting to have the kids coming along with us. A lot of missions trips that I've been a part of in the past have not had kids, and I'm looking forward to that.
It is. It's going to be fun. I've been involved in missions most of my ministry life, and what I've found is when you enable folks from America, and we have so many wonderful things here, but when we go to other countries and we're able to see how the majority of the world lives, the majority, we're the minority, it's an amazing, amazing transformation that takes place.
That's a good way to put that, Wes. Is it okay if I call you Wes instead of Pastor Lindquist?
That's fine.
Yeah. Now, Kirby, don't be so silent over there, honey. Your company obviously is glad to be a part of this, too.
Yes, it's kind of interesting. We had one of my engineers actually is from La Vega, and we didn't put the connection together until we started planning this trip. And he actually has a brother and sister who attend La Vega Christian School.
Wow.
And,
what a small world, huh?
It just shows what God is putting together. And his father is a road builder down there, and we've been able to contact back and forth. So we're going to be able to make the construction and do some things in the future based on the relationship that we have. So it's pretty exciting when you see God's hand in things. And it just confirms that you're doing the right thing.
As you all continue talking about the purpose, let's take a look at the pictures, too. You know, you're speaking of the construction and what's going to be going on. Go ahead and talk.
Well, this is the construction site. We're building a preschool adjoining the existing school, the La Vega Christian School that they have. And Kirby was going to be heading this up, so maybe he could comment as to what we're seeing in these pictures.
Well, right now you're looking at the site that the three of us went down about three or 4 weeks ago and looked at it. And you know, construction in America is a lot different than construction in the islands. So down there it has to be designed for hurricanes and earthquakes, and there's just a lot of, you can tell in the picture, there's a lot of mud and not a lot of good drainage there. So we're going to take people that are not very skilled, and we're going to do some training in my facility this Saturday, and we're going to go down there and build the first floor of 3 floors. So there's going to be 3 floors, and we're going to have 4 classrooms, and we're trying to build it in the same way that it's done down there, not to Americanize them, just to be respectful of their technology, and we're going to go down and do it the way they always do it. So it's kind of exciting. It's going to be a lot of hard work. You know, there are several guys going to the gym now because the people that are going, we're going to be laborers. And
build up those muscles.
You got to get ready for this. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hard work.
Yeah,
And the kids are going to be
laborers.
appreciative of that. Take a look. This is great.
Yeah, this is beautiful. This school has actually been in our hearts for over a decade. We've been working with Mitch and Debbie Martinez, as I said, since the early 1990s, and they built that school from just a handful in their own house, meeting in their kitchen. Now that school has over 450, 500 students, and now we want them to be able to have a preschool as well. So we're excited about that.
Now, taking a look at this situation with the mudslide in this picture, tell us about what was going on here.
Well, this past year there's been a couple of hurricanes that have gone through that area, and actually we were just down there, as Kirby said a couple of weeks ago. There was a church we actually went to as well, one of their churches, and the whole church fell into the river as the floods came. So there's a lot of need that we'll be addressing down there. But we're thankful that we can bring 82 New Jerseyans.
Oh, I bet you are. Now,
And
this
give
trip
and
is
go.
self-funded,
Yes, ma'am.
It is.
and it's very special to everybody.
Yes, it is.
Tell us about your involvement.
Well, we actually have several different teams that are going to be involved down there. We've been talking about the construction. That's one aspect of it. But where Pastor West was just talking about the church that had fallen into the river, we also have a team, most of our ladies and a lot of our kids are going to be involved in vacation Bible schools in those communities, working with local churches in 4 separate locations in the La Vega area. One of those locations being this small community called Los Rieles, or the Rails, the area where the church and about a dozen or more houses were actually swept away in the flood. And you know, these people are now living with neighbors, living with friends. It's a very, very devastated area, and when we were there just a few weeks ago, really had not started to see the evidence of recovery and
But we want to
needs
go
being
down there
met.
and just be able to help them. We want to
Yeah.
go down there and be able to give gifts to them. We're putting things together right now, all kinds of little presents just to give the kids. You know, it's a wonderful opportunity. Summertime, take our families, take our children. and
Humanity
be
at its
able-
best.
Be able
Yeah.
to help people.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
we have the ability to do that here in New Jersey. God has given us a great mission, a great commission, and as we go and share His love, it is just a
Yeah.
marvelous thing.
And of course,
very
we can
proud.
relate to that considering all the floods we've had of late here in New Jersey. So Wes, Lance, Kirby, good luck on that trip. And of course, we have much more to talk about. So stay with us here on News 12 New Jersey. More about the Calvary Lighthouse trip when we come back.